A new YouGov poll came out this week, and believe it or not, this is not a Trump's poll numbers just got worse story. This is an ICE's poll numbers just got worse story. Because according to this new poll, the number of Republicans in the United States who want to abolish ICE has hit a record high. Now, a little bit of a caveat here. When I tell you that it's hit a record high, it's because it is at a record high. But you need to understand, it's still not a majority of Republicans. It is a majority of the public at large, absolutely. A majority of Democrats, a supermajority of Democrats, and a majority of independents. And now, 23% of Republicans saying ICE should not exist. And a majority of Republicans also say that ICE should have to identify themselves, wear uniforms, and not be allowed to cover their faces. But 23% is not bad considering you're basically having almost a quarter of Republicans now join into the, defund the police movement. So I would say that that is pretty significant. And it also shows you how bad ICE has become in the eyes of the American public. But let me read you the numbers here. Support for abolishing ICE has hit a new high in this week's Economist YouGov poll. Half of Americans, 50%, now somewhat or strongly support abolishing ICE. Only 39% oppose abolishing the agency. This marks the first time support has reached 50% in YouGov polling. Support for abolishing ICE has been steadily growing since January. At the same time, opposition to abolishing ICE has fallen since the start of the year and now sits at an all-time low. Independents support abolishing ICE, 52% to 35%. And if ICE is not abolished, majorities of Americans would like to limit ICE officers' ability to act with anonymity. 3/4, 75% of Americans say that ICE officers should be required to wear uniforms that identify them as part of ICE. Majorities of Democrats, 92%, Independents, 77%, and Republicans, 57%, support uniform requirements for ICE, and a majority, 59% of Americans, also say ICE agents should not be allowed to wear masks that hide their faces. So I would say the message from the American public, Democrats, Independents, and Republicans alike, is fairly clear for the next president of the United States. This agency has become so corrupted, so lawless, that it has to go. ICE, the way it exists right now, cannot be reformed. The only way to reform what it is to completely gut it. Fire every single person there right now. Which, of course, is the same thing as abolishing it because, no agents, no ICE. But I do think just abolishing the agency altogether is the best route. Yes, we would still need some sort of federal authority to handle immigration issues. That is always going to be a thing. So, create a new agency with better oversight, stronger regulations, maybe something that people don't hate. Maybe a bunch of people who aren't walking around our streets with military-grade weapons. Maybe people whose job it is to just go knock on doors and say, hey, listen, unfortunately, you have to come with us. Let's make this, easy, peaceful. Let's do this cool. Something like that. Something respectable. Something that treats other people with respect as well. It can be done. Our current government just lacks the willpower to do that. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.